It fell into the Clark's next-door neighbor's property. Now, that home did not lose power. In fact, the Clark home was the only house. The snow that we saw very early this morning has changed into a light rain, in some cases a freezing rain. Answer sheets from more than 120 SAT exams taken by Ardsley High School students have been found. They had been missing. See if I got it right here. Right. I go around.
Watch out now. Here we go.
All right. That was good. Nice job. Let's go. It is the night before Christmas Eve. It's raining, windy. Most people are trying to get somewhere for the holidays. The combination is a recipe for chaos. In a team effort, a total of 175 firefighters working on this blaze. 13 towns involved in mutual aid. Luckily, no one was injured. The fire is under control, but the sight of what remains is just devastating. All through the night, a tremendous fire raged through the Peekskill Shopping Center, located on Main Street at Hamilton Avenue. A number of stores were destroyed in the blaze: a car dealership, a laundromat, a butcher shop, a pizza place, and a hair salon. Route 6 has been shut down at Hamilton Avenue. Do you know at this point where the fire started?
No, we have some suspicions, and the investigators are going to be going in a little while. We'll have some more for you in a couple hours.
This local cab driver works from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. She says what she saw Monday night was unbelievable.
Well, I drove by when the first engine arrived and saw smoke coming out of the building, and I went on my call and I came back and it was total flames. It was horrifying.
Flames shooting out.
Yeah, it was like they were really high. It was incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
As stores burned to the ground, business owners watched in disbelief. This owner bought the Super Clean laundromat a year and a half ago.
It's horrific. It's definitely, it was sad to watch. And I stood with several of the other business owners, and it was very emotional.
At least one home behind the shopping center, that's on Park Street, has been evacuated, and the Red Cross is here to help them. That's the latest here. Are you a member of the Yaks? 30-year-old Paul Shirelli of Yonkers gave no comment on any involvement with the Yaks, a group that is known for stealing money and property, when he arrived at Lewisboro Town Court. Shirelli was arrested after a massive manhunt in Bedford Thursday. Police say Shirelli was in a stolen SUV with 2 other men. They were stopped when cops noticed the driver talking on a cell phone. Before police could do anything, the driver sped off. Then 2 safes fell out of the vehicle. A high-speed chase began. Nearby Fox Lane Middle and High Schools were in lockdown. Monday was their first day back in class after the incident.
It was interesting to see the police here, but I felt everything was really calm here on the campus.
When I did my night checks, I checked a little more thoroughly because there's a lot of little areas. We kept the cars locked.
Shirelli faced the judge for the second time Monday night, this time with his lawyer.
I made it clear to the judge that he was a passenger in a vehicle that allegedly contained stolen property. All right, my client had no knowledge that there was any stolen property in the vehicle.
Friday afternoon could have turned deadly for Michelle Mancini of Mount Vernon. Michelle, her 9-year-old daughter Gabriella, and 4-year-old Victoria were heading to a toy store.
I took a shortcut through the parkway, the Bronx River southbound, and we were just driving.
And then, right before Michelle's Honda traveled under this overpass in Tuckahoe, something came crashing down on her windshield.
I was, oh my God, oh my God. The kids were screaming.
I thought we were gonna die.
Luckily, Michelle and her girls drove off without a scratch, but we can't say the same about the family car. Michelle believes someone threw an object from the bridge and it landed on her car. What exactly fell from the Tuckahoe Road overpass, we don't know, and we may never find out. But whatever it was so heavy that it left a crack on the windshield the size of a softball. Westchester County Police are unsure at this point where the object even originated.
Right now, we're exploring all the different possibilities. Like I said, we are going to be sending some units to just keeping an eye on the bridges themselves to see if there's any suspicious activity.
But police are not putting a label of criminal mischief on this incident just yet. This comes 1 week after 2 boys were charged with throwing debris from a highway overpass in Mount Vernon, and 2 months after a woman died on the Sprainbrook Parkway when asphalt was thrown from a Yonkers overpass.
The state is supposed to be putting up, guards or fences or barbed wire, whatever it may be, but I mean, how many people have to actually get hurt or die before it actually gets done?
Michelle says she will continue to drive her daughters around daily, but is reconsidering the Bronx River Parkway.
I might not even ride on that parkway anymore. I might find a different route.
He's been walking the streets, climbing stairs, sorting and delivering on this particular route in the Tappan Landing section of Tarrytown for 28 years. His name is John Zelyes.
I can't believe it's your last day. I'm gonna miss you so much.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Hugs, kisses, handshakes, tons of neighbors saying goodbye, but not wanting to.
He's a wonderful person, very professional, very sweet, and very good heart.
The Tappan Landing Homeowners Association even chipped in for this plaque for their favorite mailman.
On bad days, there's nothing like getting a smile from a little kid banging on the window to say hello to the mailman. Pick your whole day right up.
But delivering mail is not always a walk in the park. When it comes to dogs, many postmen and women resort to what they call air mail.
Just put a rubber band around it and put it right over the side.
Neighbors say John is much more than a mail carrier.
We don't want him to get a flat tire.
He keeps an eye on the neighborhood, always with a smile. And this smiling postman has walked this route about 7,000 times. And during these walks and over all these years, he's seen his share of life's pleasures and misfortunes.
I've seen so much on the street as far as people passing away as kids and not even middle age, and so many tragedies, and every day is a bonus.
As he took his final steps as a postman Friday morning, he reflected on his life and his passion for his work.
This has been the greatest thing for me. And just being your own boss is worth $1 million. And the friendships are worth $2 million. My wife summed it all up and said I had a wonderful life.
In Tarrytown, Liz Burke, News 12 Westchester.
Well, all day the roads have been wet and dangerous. Right now, let's get the latest on the Labor Day traffic, see how it's looking at this hour. Let's head over to Liz Burke at Shadow Traffic. Liz?
Hi, Linda. We're looking at a lot of activity out there. We're starting off with the airports, and we have at Newark Airport up to 1 hour delays on arrivals and departures. Panasonic Skycam. Jersey Turnpike looking great, although we do have an accident on the southbound side of Route 18, south of Edgar Street and Kennedy Boulevard. About a mile delay there. Also a collision at Route 18 and 1 at the split. The accident is on Route 1 in New Brunswick. Inbound Holland Tunnel looking much better from the Turnpike and Routes 1 and 9, but go for Route 1 and 9 if you can. 20 minutes inbound GWB. Lincoln is quiet. Tappan Zee Bridge looking excellent. A smooth ride, Rockland bound and Westchester bound. And finally in Hampton Bays, we have a collision on Montauk Highway. This is right near Canoe Place Road. You can use Sunrise Highway as your alternate. Back to you.
All right, Liz, thank you. The King